On everybody, we are back. Another Advent Gaming stream, and I'm having difficulty with everything. Hang on. Hang on. Give it a little bit of that game volume. A little bit. Alright, apparently I gotta turn screen rotation on. Come on. Boom! Now we're not all weird and sideways and crap. Alright. What's going on, everybody? Popping up in the way like it does all the time. Alright. Well, it seems like everything's going to be kosher over here. Alright. I need to make sure that my party is all set up and good and all that other stuffs. I'm going to take my headphone out here because I don't need it in my ears. I got people talking to me in Discord for a second, so naturally I actually need to do the thing where you go and share my link around. You gotta go around and share that link. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Come on. You would think that I've never done this before. I've streamed a bunch. Now this might actually be one of my last streams that I can do for a moment, just because I'm going to be a little bit busy trying to get another job at the moment. And if I do get this other job, I will definitely have to possibly find another stream schedule. Shit, I don't have another sword. I guess I'm just going to have to go in here like this and just... Yeah, that's right. There really wasn't much. That notification already came up, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Get out of here. Okay. I'm just going to say my crew is set up like they need to be. And I've already got this save loaded up. Let's go after this one. That Professor Hunt, as long as I don't go moving around, I should be alright, because that's the way the days count in this game, is whenever you walk around, like going from one place to the next, that's a day. I'm not going to be paying attention to any of what is being said right here. If you want to know, download the John Boy Game Boy Advance emulator. Find the freaking Final Fantasy Tactic ROM and go for it. Apparently there is another version of Final Fantasy Tactics. This is the version I grew up playing, guys. I've been playing this, God, since back in the Halo days. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the Halo days. The bandits just wanted money. Well, of course, that's what bandits do. They just get money. Oh, man. If you guys can't tell, my sinuses have been screwed for the past couple of days. I'm going to give Mango a shout out in the Discord. She was asking about stuff. Well, not asking about stuff. She's doing some kind of time countdown thing. I don't know what's going on. But guys, have you guys been seeing what has been going on in the freaking world of the internets today, right? It's getting crazy. It really, truly is getting freaking crazy. Because I saw something yesterday. I didn't watch it live. I watched the replay, and I actually listened to the entire thing, and I usually don't, but like, I've been using Tonka Saw, as like a lolcow per se. You know, I've been laughing at his stream for a little bit, and I kind of found Tonka and all that stuff through all the stuff with Mr. Medicare. Rest in peace, Medicare. We know. I really hope you beat the cancer, man. I really do. I really do hope you beat that cancer, because we need Medicare in this current point in time. I mean, come on. Everything else is going freaking batshit crazy. Who would have thought that Boogie actually had the stones to fire a weapon at someone, right? Who would have thought that Boogie actually had what it takes to shoot at somebody? What's the law? Rapiers. Awesome. I don't have any rapiers. Alright, we got them two. I definitely need my mage in the mix here for healing. Should I throw my archer in the mix or my thief? Let's go with archer. With this terrain, yeah. With this terrain, the archer is going to be better. I'll be able to reach out and touch people. But, like, I don't really know what's been going on like, the backside of this stuff with Boogie. Apparently this Frank Hassel dude's been, or Frank Castle or whatever, apparently he's been, like, hardcore trolling Boogie a lot here recently, and he told Boogie he was going to come to his house and, like, fuck him up, basically. And that's, like, seriously, guys, even if you do have somebody's docs, it is in your worst interest to actually go to where they live and try to start trouble. Let me say that one again. It is a very bad idea to be going to YouTubers' houses trying to cause trouble because you want clout. Now, I'm not one of these internet tough guys. I don't talk, the whole rah, 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 rah. I'm such a badass. Can't nobody mess with me. I'm all this blah, blah, blah. But, man, put me in Boogie's shoes, there wouldn't have been no warning shot. Let's just say that Mr. Frank would have needed a closed casket. You come to my house where my wife and son sleep, we gonna have problems. Real problems. Other than that, I'm a real chill dude. I really don't even, I ain't trying to cause any trouble. I was in a video with, Vic Blanco and my buddy Tor, and, we kind of trying to expose somebody for what they truly are, and people don't want to hear it. Perfectly fine. You don't want to hear it, be stuck in your little echo chamber of garbage. But, that's just what it is. We did a video. We tried to expose somebody for being a piece of human garbage. It's very plain to see what's going on. People can't see it, though, because I guess they're blinded. They're blinded. They got their motherfucking blinders on. Got their blinders on. It's idiots. Idiots. Every single one. Idiots. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Look, guys. Seriously. Do not be going to people's houses trying to cause trouble. Alright? It's not a good idea to do in the streets. And it's not a good idea to do on YouTube for clout. Alright? Trust me, Mr. Frank, if Boogie would have shot you, there would have been no clout for you. You don't have any clout anyway, because the second he pulled that gun, yeah, you're going to sit there and say, pull the trigger, pull the trigger, pull the trigger. But, I seen the footage. I heard the audio. Whenever that gun popped off, you shut your mouth real fast like. You still talked a little bit of smack, but, you could tell there was a tremble in your voice. Definitely tell. That gun went off and you got scared. And rightfully so, it's a freaking bullet. What are you going to do against a bullet? Nothing. Guns are the great equalizers. What you going to do? What you going to do? Wear a vest? Okay. What if he shoots you in your damn teeth? They don't make bulletproof grills, son. It's madness. What is going on with the freaking internet nowadays? And then we have freaking, apparently, John Swan is trying to sue YouTube. Dude. Do you know how powerful the YouTube lawyers are? Do you think challenging YouTube is a good idea? Personally, I think you're crazy. Personally, I think that you're grasping at straws. You're trying so hard to, I don't know if you're trying to stay relevant or if you're just trying like crazy to have, I don't know, content. I mean, you can have content without actually doing all this crazy stuff, you know. There's plenty of stuff going on right now. I know for a fact that a couple of bigger YouTubers were asked to join us in our expose of the so-called beast. But they were afraid. They were afraid. Because a lot of people like that dude. A lot of people like that dude. He's got a lot of followers and stuff. No. Look, guys. All the followers he has right now are from the crap with Katie Joy, where he started shit with her, and then all of her detractors went over to his side. I've watched a couple of the videos that are like in support of him, and come on, guys. It's the blind leading the freaking blind on the internet. But, you know, bide my time. Just relax. I'm not even a freaking commentary YouTuber. I'm a gamer. I sit here and I play my little mobile games. Right now we're playing an emulator because I really enjoy this emulator. But, you know, I'm not afraid to get involved in stuff of that sort. I mean, what, like, brought me into this whole world of with like the commentary YouTubers and all that stuff, it was all the internet blood sport stuff anyway. The debates on the kill stream. All the crazy madness that happens on the kill stream. Even though I can't even rightfully freaking support the kill stream anymore because Ethan Ralph just so happens to be a fucking scumbag. Who would have guessed it that a dude on the internet who makes his money making fun of people and having people yell at each other for hours on end is not a good person? Who would have thought that shit? Really? What? No, I just, yeah. But no, it's that freaking mentality, and it bugs the shit out of me. Of like, oh, well, you guys are just mad that I can get young girls. No, we're a little bit weirded out at the fact that you target young girls. I don't give a shit over the whole like, oh, well, they're 18, so it's legal. Dude, aren't you pushing 30? Right? I'll be 33 this week. And you know what? These little freaking 18-year-old girls that I work with, they're kids. I see them as children. I don't see them as prospects. It really irritates me of that whole mentality of oh well, it's legal so it's okay. Just because something's legal doesn't mean that it's not immoral, right? The separation of church and state, right? Right. We're not supposed to base laws off of morals. But if you are a 30-something-year-old dude, you should not be in a relationship with an 18-year-old. That's weird to me. Onision pulled the same crap with the, oh, well, in my state, the age of consent is 16. Yeah, but that's for people that are age appropriate. Alright? Like, it sickens me seeing you dudes who are freaking 30 or 40 with 18-year-olds. It seems very strange. It seems like you like them young, but you have this impending law that hangs over your head where if you go too low, you go to jail and you become the fucking cocksock, right? You become the meat puppet. Because they don't like people like you in jail. They don't like the people that target children in jail. They will kill you. But before they kill you, they're going to do very terrible things to your butthole. It's just disgusting. It truly is. How can a grown-ass man be attracted to a child? I don't care about the age of consent being 18 or 16 or whatever. Hey, guess what, guys? In Kentucky, the age of consent's 14. Right? Did you guys know that? Yeah. I mean, so does it make it right for me as a 33-year-old to go to Kentucky and mess around with a 14-year-old? But it's legal. It's legal here. No, it is still deplorable. It is still disgusting. I don't care about the freaking political standings or any of that. It doesn't matter. I don't hold any political standings. I don't. If anything, if I go based off of like my belief structure and how I think things should be structured, I guess it would technically be liberal. But I'm a very do what you want, mind your own business, as long as you ain't hurting nobody. But if you a grown-ass man going after children, you're causing harm. You are causing harm. You know that a lot of the younger girls that go after older guys have daddy issues, right? You know that. There's psychological problems there. And you feed off of that. So what does that make you? Think about it. These things should not be difficult to understand. But I guess they are. Or I guess they don't matter. And then Ethan Ralph releases a freaking sex tape. He says he didn't release it. He said it got leaked. He freaking released it. Come on. Do any of you actually believe that he didn't release this on purpose? I don't believe it at all. I don't believe it for 1 second. Just like with the Monkey Jones sex tape. It wasn't no leak. It was leak as in he uploaded it. How is this hard to understand? I don't know if maybe I've just been an outsider for so long that like I can see past a lot of this stuff that most people ignore. But it doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. So, in summary, Don't go to people's houses after trolling them and threatening them. Because especially if you sit here and threaten my life or threaten my family and then show up at my house, I'm going to see that as an act of aggression. And aggression will be met with aggression. I'm not a violent person. By any means. By any means. I'm a really chill dude. I would much rather just kick back, live my life, play my dumb little games on the internet, go to work, come home, spend time with my family. If I can do that for the rest of my life, I'm golden. Great. I'm great. You know, you start doing all this rah-rah, street shit, it ain't gonna end well. It ain't gonna end well. Because I'm not somebody that's gonna sit here and try to, fist fight you. No. You freaking see me out on the street, yell shit at me, do whatever. I don't care. I've been picked on for about as long as I can remember going to school and whatnot, because I was the weird kid. I'm still the weird kid. I'm just an adult now. I'm still weird. I don't care. It don't hurt me. But you threaten my family, come to my house, it's going down. I feel like Boogie was well within his rights to put that dude's teeth on the pavement behind him. That's just my personal feeling of the matter. I feel like Boogie was well within his rights to plaster that dude's brains all over the sidewalk. And that's screwed up. I shouldn't advocate for violence. But I mean, come on. The dude came to his house asking for it, basically. Well, he actually did ask for it, more or less. He told Boogie to shoot him. But this madness on the internet, guys, look, this internet thing, it's fun. It's fun to sit here and play games. If you're one of the commentators, it's fun to sit and, rag on people and make your videos and stuff like that. It's fun. This is supposed to be a fun thing, right? When did it get to the point to where there's actually IRL consequences for actions online? Now, if you go around doing some real creepy stuff, like Lion Maker or whatever, yeah, it needs to be dealt with. You're doing some really screwed up shit. That needs to be addressed. But you're just doing this stuff for fun, like I do, whether you make money at it or not. I'm not saying it's different if you get paid for it. No. It's still just a freaking, it's just fun. But we gotta quit taking some of this stuff so seriously. John Swan, seriously, dude. That lawsuit you got in the works, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna come to fruition. You might have some supporters, you might have some people that back you on it, but I'll tell you, honestly, it's gonna die on the courtroom floor. Trust me, as somebody who has spent many a year, not year, but I've been in juvenile court a bunch. I've had to go to the other court cases whenever an uncle of mine tried to assault me at a Sonic. Granted, he did it like a bitch. Like a straight up bitch. But, I really didn't even want to have to freaking file charges on his ass. But I did, just to keep his ass away from me. Because if he tried it again, I was going to be the one to catch a case. Because I know what kind of person he is. I know what kind of person the girl that he was married to at that point in time is. He would have came to me. He would have tried to start something. I would have knocked the rest of his teeth out. And then they would have filed a charge on me. You see how that works? This was back in 2007. People were playing the victim back then. Can you honestly play the victim if you caused the problem? I don't know. I'm getting kind of ranty this morning because I'm a little bit sleepy because I didn't go to sleep at the proper time last night to get up with my son. I still got up with him. I'm just tired. I'm tired and I'm sleepy, and this energy drink is still freshly poured. I really hadn't even gotten into it yet. Oh, but we're working on it. We're working on it, guys. But the lawsuit from John Swan ain't going to go anywhere. It's not going to happen. Now, yesterday, like I said earlier, I watch Tonka's stream every now and again. For the lulz. For the lulz of it, really. But I never thought I would actually see Tonka make somebody look like a punk. I mean, take all the stuff between him and Andy with the fight that was supposed to happen but never happened because Tonka didn't show and all that, whatever. Take all of that, put it aside for a second. I Bully Bullies was invited to come on to Tonka's show. And the whole reason behind it was Tonka was talking about Augie and Nicholas Dorio and all the people that I Bully Bullies wants to be involved with. He really does. I mean, he wants to be part of that commentary community. I don't see why, dude, because they eat themselves from the inside out when it comes down to anything. They say that they're friends, they're friendly with each other, all that kind of stuff. I question it. I don't know why my freaking thing is being stupid over here. And I really do question whether or not these guys are actually friends or if it's just a thing for them to, have people to talk with and stuff on the internet. And I can understand wanting to be part of their little group. Why wouldn't you, right? Why wouldn't you want to get a good following, get monetization, and just speak your mind on videos and people pay attention and actually, give you money and stuff for it? Why not? Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Sounds like a pretty good freaking plan. But dude, you cannot just go around blindly defending people. And that's what you did. I mean, that's what you did, Bully. That's what you did, dude. You just went on there to defend these people with nothing to back it up, really. You just went on there to defend them. Probably so you could say, hey, I defended you guys. He was over there talking shit, and I came over there and I defended y'all. Something that you would do in high school or something like that, I think we have a major problem of people on the internet not letting go of high school bullshit. It happens. It happens. I think it's dumb, but I guess it happens every once in a while, whatever. But, I don't understand it. I do not understand it. And dude, you went on to Tonka's stream. It is not going to go well for you to go on Tonka's stream with a conflicting argument. I knew it was going to go down exactly the way it went down, dude. Exactly the way it went down. And he blew you out of the water. He called you a bitch and you took it, man. Now, I don't know if, like, people in Sweden are just, like, super nice or whatever. I would assume, you know, Sweden's a pretty laid-back, chill place. I wouldn't actually expect, like, there to be, like, some hardcore. But there is. There is some hardcore Swedish black metal bands. You know what I'm saying? There's some pretty awesome shit from over there. You know, I know it's from Finland, but Children of Bodom was one of my favorite metal bands there for a while, and like their new stuff kind of just sounds like noise. It really does. It's like, we get it, Alexi. You can play the guitar fast. Now, can you make it sound good? Nah, okay, I'll just stick to listening to your early music. I do not understand a lot of this stuff. I don't. Not at all. Ooh, Nubswood. Where are we going to put Nubswood at? I'm going to put it right here. Alright, let's go ahead and grab us a save real quick. Save state right here. Boom. Because I got a bad tendency of screwing up. Oh no, you're going to throw an ad at me? Get out of here. Okay, the Epic 7. I've been looking, and that game kind of looks like it would be fun to play. But, I mean, come on with the crazy stuff now. It's not going to help anything for these people to be like this. Like, you got to think, just because you like somebody, just because you like someone's content, doesn't mean you have to blindly suck them off, man. Like, listen, I like Tipster. I'm a fan of his content. I have been for a while. I wish he would bring back the podcast because I miss hearing from Biscuit and Diva. And he probably got rid of the podcast because Biscuit and Diva go a little bit harder than he does on people, and it was probably getting him in trouble. Truly. I mean, that's more than likely the case. But, I mean, bring the podcast back, Tipster. Bring the podcast back, dude. We need the podcast back. We need it back. But, you know, like I said, I am a fan of Tipster. I like his content. I've been watching his content for probably at least like 2 or 3 years, something like that. But this shit about Tipster's Twitter is starting to get on my freaking nerves. Because he's ban evading. We all know it. That's what it is. It's ban evading. But dude, you don't understand. You don't see what's going on. So his original Twitter got banned by Ian Miles Chung, of course, under circumstances that it should have not happened. He just got wiped over some lies and shit. We've all seen it happen time and time again to people on Twitter. Okay, cool. It happened. You got banned from Twitter. Now, when you're banned from Twitter, you're not allowed to have another account. We have sock accounts for that reason exactly, Tipster. But whenever you take your account, your little stock account, you're not supposed to have a Twitter. You're not supposed to be on the platform anymore. You were banned. And then you start another Twitter account with your name and face on it. That tells Twitter it's you. Okay? The Tipster News channel got deleted. It got banned again. Okay. Then he starts another one. But this time it's not him. It's somebody that he knows decided to create a Twitter for him. Okay, I can see where we're going with this. But then he takes that Twitter and actually labels it as Tipster's Twitter. Yes, Tipster claims he did not have access to that account. But guess what, Tipster? It was your face, your name. We all know you were the one that was telling that person to post whatever was posted on that Twitter. So that Twitter gets taken down. Rightfully so. And then you're mad that your tips, that wasn't even mine. That was somebody else that was operating that Twitter. I didn't have anything to do with it. Like I didn't. No, we all know you tell that person to post whatever it was. But here's the point, dude. Just because it wasn't you doesn't mean it wasn't your Twitter. We can see that it had your face. It had your name on it. I seen it. I'm on Twitter. I seen it. It was right there. It was clear as day. I knew you were going to get hit again. I knew they were going to ban that freaking account again. How can you be upset? How can you be mad? You broke the rules and you got caught. And they dealt with you accordingly. You get where I'm coming from on this one? And that's somebody I like. Just because you like somebody doesn't mean you have to just go along with their bullshit. I enjoy Tipster's content. His live streams are cool. I like a lot of the stuff he does. But, with that being said, this stuff with the Twitter has got to stop, man. You're making yourself look dumb. You're straight up making yourself look dumb. Because you're like, I don't understand how this is going down like this. I don't understand. If you don't understand the Tipster, you're making yourself look stupid, man. Like you really are. Because you know exactly what was going on. You know that Twitter was linked to you. You know that Twitter was banned because it was your name, your face, on the freaking thing. Here's an idea, Tip. Have somebody make you another Twitter. Do it legitimately as a sock account. Don't have it associated with you at all. Oh, I know. Oh, a social media for a YouTuber that doesn't actually link to the YouTuber? Oh. That must be a bad... No, dude, just... it won't be ban evading if they can legitimately not link it to you at all. Right? Don't have the name be Tipster. Don't have the name be a variant of your name or whatever. Don't know. That's like an old manager of mine used to say, that's Bush League shit. We don't do that here. If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. We all know that. Shit, I've lived that. But I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Because the stuff is everywhere and it's rampant. It is rampant in the freaking commentary community. Of how, Ethan Ralph and all them, they got flagged off of YouTube. Right? They went on a tangent for a while about how wrong it is that they were struck down using the copyright system. Then they turn around and use the copyright system to strike people. There is Actual recordings. I have seen them of him telling the people that restream the kill stream to YouTube, you will do it as I tell you to, or I will have it struck down. Aren't you supposed to be against using strikes? I'm not 100% against using strikes. You know, I'd be a liar if I sat here and said I've never struck anything. I put a freaking guideline strike on that video I found one day of people fighting dogs, because that kind of shit sickens me, that somebody would actually breed a dog to be a fighting dog. Like, I have pit bulls, or bulldogs, or whatever you want to call them. You know, they're not mean at all. My dogs are not aggressive. Now, I mean, the one I got tied out back, if you're one of the bunnies in my backyard, you probably see him as aggressive. You probably would be like, that dog's evil, but it's only towards the rabbits. It's only towards the rabbits. He really, really, really badly wants the rabbits, but he can't get to them because I have him on a runner, and he can really only go so far. It just, I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me of how a lot of these things just get overlooked by people who just don't want to talk about them. You know? It's pretty simple to see how there's favoritism. There's a lot of favoritism in YouTube. And it's kind of funny when the people who are doing it are the same people who speak against favoritism. Remember the whole Susie Lou situation, right? Everybody was all like, oh, well, YouTube has a personal bias for her, and it may have been true. It actually kind of seems like she may have just had whoever was her, like, community advisor or whatever was just kind of overstepping his bounds on stuff or whatever. But you can see how it's all the same, right? Oh, well, YouTube has a favoritism towards this person or this person, and then whenever you turn around and have favoritism towards the people that you consider to be your friends, even though I've heard a lot of you commentary people say, even if we're buddies and you do something stupid, I'm going to call you out on it. No, you don't. You might do it in public or in private, and rightfully so. That would probably be the best way. Like, you know, you see one of your buddies doing something, you wouldn't be in the comment section like, dude, what the fuck? You would hit them up on Discord or whatever is your preferred communication. But you would do that, right? And I will say to the detractors on the commentary community that just because you don't see something doesn't mean it's not happening. You know, people have private Discords. You guys know there is a Discord server just for what is called the Legion. And they probably just call it that out of, like, kind of like a little joke or whatever, but still, it's a group of the commentary YouTubers and I think a couple other, like, whatever. But it's a Discord server that only they can go into. It's really simple to make a Discord server private. It's also very simple to get into Discord servers. It really is. All you need to know is somebody who is in that Discord server. Because a lot of servers are set up to where, you know, it's very easy to make a link that is permanent. Doesn't go away. You know, I like to set all my links to permanent anyway, because if I post a link out somewhere, I don't want it to be a dead link. And hell, I've got a Discord server for Advent Gaming, but in reality, it's like, what? It's me, Tor, Mango, Giddy, and Wiz. So there's 5 people in that Discord server. Wiz doesn't talk in there a lot. Giddy, he's been busy working and stuff like that, so he hasn't really been very active in the Discord server. But here recently, it's just been me and Tor and Mango chatting it up in the Discord server. Shout out to my Advent Gaming Discord server people. Woot woot. It's madness though. I don't know what the deal is with this stuff going on in the YouTube community. And then when all these people say that the YouTube, like, oh, well, YouTube is ruined, YouTube is screwed, it's going down the drain, they're talking about their specific communities. Because, the strictly gaming YouTubers don't have a problem with YouTube striking their stuff down. I do know some people that have had issues with the copyright system because they play copyrighted music. Rightfully so. You play copyrighted music, you're going to get struck. That's just how it is. That's why I use in-game music, or when I do videos, I use the music that is in my editor. I pay for the premium service on my editor, which gives me access to more tools and more music from the library. It's simple. It's very simple. I would love to throw on some Tech 9 for you guys. Throw on some Tech 9 or bring back some of my old metal music that just sounds like a bunch of demons stuffed in a barrel. Speaking of that new freaking music genre, gent or whatever, it's stupid. It really is. I hate it. I really do hate that whole gent thing of like, well, you just tune your guitar down so low that every note sounds the same, and then you just go dun 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 dun. It takes no talent. It takes no talent at all. And it's one of the things that bugs me about the music industry in general, is talent is gone. But with this stuff on YouTube has got to stop, guys. It's got to stop. This going back and forth on stuff because I don't agree with you and your opinions are stupid, so I'm going to make 10 freaking videos on one person. That's harassment by YouTube's TOS. You want to sit here and talk about people harassing you, but then you turn around and have 10 plus videos, multiple live streams of you going after these people, not realizing that what you're doing is also considered harassment. You can't make fun of people's appearances. I know. Shit sucks, don't it? It's like we're back in high school again. But no, it's like this because it has to be. It's like this because people constantly doing it. Everybody wants to get all up in arms about what happened to Leafy. Leafy was trying to get freaking banned. I guarantee it. Because just to think, he comes out of nowhere when the freaking YouTube political climate is so freaking tight on shit. And what does he do? First thing he does is run around and makes all these freaking videos on Pokimane. Knowing that Pokimane doesn't like people making videos on her. She has a tendency of getting a little butthurt about the smallest of criticisms. Let's see what you said in the chat there, Tor. I can't really read it on this. Yeah, humans are crap. Like, as a kid, I never really had much faith in humanity. Because I could see the stuff going on around me, and I could see, the way people are. Even as a, young kid. But it's becoming very apparent that the shit is dumb. I don't understand. I don't know if I'm supposed to understand it. Maybe that's the whole aspect. I'm thinking I'm supposed to understand how this is, playing out, but in reality it's not meant to be understood. Does that make sense? Kind of like the secrets of the universe. Things that mortals cannot fathom shall not be understood. But I'm just having fun. That's what it should be about. That's why I really enjoy the freaking gaming YouTubers. Like, I know Tor knows, because she's the one that told me about the guy. But you guys should check out Indie Timmy. Some of the games he plays, I have no desire to watch. Just straight up, I don't care about the horror games. I don't like horror games. But watching him playing freaking 64 or Mario 64 Chaos Edition was one of the funniest things I have seen in a very long time. And I watch a lot of comedy podcasts and stand-up specials, so I know what's funny. Okay, guys? I'm a modern-day jester. I know what's funny. Yeah, I'm glad you pointed me in his direction, Tor, because I really enjoy his stuff. I mean, there are some of the stuff that I don't really care to watch just because of what it is. Like I said, the horror games and stuff. It's nothing against him. It's just some things I just don't have any desire to watch. That should be perfectly fine, though, right? It should be. It should be. You shouldn't have to watch every single video that somebody puts out in order to like them. Yeah, Big J's my favorite of the Legion of Skanks guys. He really is. I don't know. Comedy-wise, like, comedic-wise, on the show, Louis J. Gomez cracks me up the most, because he gets so angry about stuff so quickly. And then all the other members of the panel just make fun of him for being angry. It really is. And, like, that kind of stuff, that's not really humor that's meant for, like, everyone. Because Legion of Skanks is offensive. It is some offensive freaking, look, they literally had a contest on one of their recent podcasts of which is, like, between them and their staff as a kid, who was the most molestable. Like, they actually had that little contest going on. It sounds terrible when you say it. Like, oh man, that's kind of fucked up. But when you listen to it on the podcast, I almost pissed my pants at work. Like, I had to stop listening to the podcast because the people that I work with, like, they're used to me giggling randomly because I do that. But I was, like, full on laughing, and they were like, what are you doing? I couldn't tell them what I was listening to. These people don't get it. Like, I live in a country town. Freaking, I'm pretty sure my freaking kitchen manager that listens to country music all day long and that kind of stuff, I'm pretty sure she would have not found it as funny as I did. I'm laughing just thinking about it. Like, that was one of my favorite skits they done. They also do a skit that would make a lot of people mad. It's called, Who is More Justified in Saying the N-Word? Again, when you say that, it sounds terrible. But when you listen to the skit on the show, it's comedy gold. It really is. See, I don't know any Scottish comedians. Don't aim the fiery rage at me if I get this wrong, but I believe Tim Minchin is Scottish. I'm not 100% sure, but that dude is funny. He's one of those musical comedians, plays the piano. He's got a song that's called, what is it called? Prejudiced or something like that. But it starts out, you think it's going to go one way, and then it freaking beelines the other direction, and it is freaking hilarious. I would look it up and play it for you guys, but I don't feel like getting a freaking copyright strike. That's right, he is Australian. I have a problem with accents. I really do. That's why I try not to, like, when people are like, hey, where do you think this person's from? I'm like, you're setting me up. You're setting me up for failure right here. I got done that way at work. We have this, I say little girl, but I don't know, I don't think she's still in school, but, you know, like I said, I'm a 33-year-old grown-ass man, you know, and these are teenagers that I work with, so to me, she's a child. But my manager asked me, like, just randomly, like, well, where do you think she's from? She kind of looks like she could be a little Asian, you know, a little splash in there. She's Hispanic, but I don't know if it's just the way that she probably doesn't, like, go out in the sun a lot, so she's not as dark, but cool chick. But just on, like, a random, where do you think this person's from? Man, I could have gotten in a lot of trouble on Twitter. I could have got on a lot of trouble on Twitter with that one. Wait, time out, wait a minute. Did you just say this Hispanic chick looks Asian? Yeah. I'm also a dumb white dude from the woods. I don't claim to know shit, guys. Like, I honestly can't tell the difference between certain ethnicities. It doesn't make me a bad person. I just haven't been around. Like, if I was raised around a bunch of different ethnicities, I would probably be able to tell the difference between them. Or if I was, like, I don't know, a genealogist, somebody who actually focuses on that. Real colony. Wait a minute, Craig Ferguson is Scottish? I love Craig Ferguson. I used to watch his freaking late night show. I didn't realize he was Scottish. I screw with my brother-in-law a lot because he is of Irish descent, and I screw with him all the time. I'm like, man, you know you're Scottish. I was like, you come on, dude. You ain't Irish. You know you Scottish. I'm not gonna lie, Tor. You might need to make that list and post it on Discord, because using third-party stuff, yes, I am really bad with accents. I can't. Well, if you put the list on Discord, because once this stream is over, like, my live chat goes away. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it if you use third-party stuff. I don't know, maybe there's a setting I don't have turned on somewhere that would, like, keep the live chat. I'm not trying to hide nothing. It's just the way it has been working out here recently. But I dig comedians and all that good stuff. All the people that, you know, it takes a special kind of person to actually choose to talk about their fucked up life to make people laugh. I quite enjoy that. We're going to do another save. And this is one of the things that when you're playing a game like this, you definitely want to save as often as possible. I know today really hasn't even really been a gaming stream. I'm just playing a game and talking about this dumb shit on the internet I've been seeing a lot of here recently. Because it seems like the internet is starting to eat itself. It really does. It seems like things are starting to go sideways for a lot of people. I mean, didn't Boblax get striked here recently because of something? I don't know. I need to go, like, actually research stuff before I try to speak on it, but, you know, I just think it's funny how a lot of this stuff is playing out. It's like, oh no, another adpocalypse on YouTube, another You guys understand? Like, yes, it is awesome that there is the possibility of making money from doing YouTube. But, it's not viable, you know? You're dealing with, sponsorships and things of the sort. And sponsors, how many times have you heard of somebody getting dropped by sponsors because they said something out of the way, or they said, like, a lot of the people that, like, portray a character on here in other platforms, they're not being real, And I hate to freaking agree with Tonka on some stuff, but the person that I am right here playing these games, it's how I am everywhere. Oh yeah, Tor. And then you have the people that, like, they legitimately, like, I'm not gonna lie, I did a couple of commentary videos on my ADVT channel. But I'm not, like, gonna sit here and create freaking 10 videos on one person and all that kind of stuff. I talk about something, I let it go. My other channel is it's my playground. I do whatever I want. I post random stuff over there. I've been thinking about doing some different little stupid skit things in here, but I'm a one-man operation. My wife, like, she doesn't, like, dislike what I do, like, on YouTube and stuff. She doesn't care, like, really. I mean, I can't be upset about that. She really, truly just doesn't really even care. It's not her world, Doing this stuff on the internet is not for her. She has a Facebook. She does all that kind of stuff, but I know, it's like whenever you start a commentary channel, you throw yourself into the den with the wolves. Instead of being thrown to the wolves, whenever you start that commentary channel, you throw yourself to the wolves. And then you gotta backpedal, and you gotta freaking blow stuff up. Nuke your channel ever so often because you say stuff that your new subscribers aren't gonna like. So you private a bunch of stuff. And, like, this is the funny thing. Whenever people talk about deleting videos, go look at their social blade. Go look at the time frame where they're talking about deleting videos. If they didn't lose any views during that time frame, they didn't delete shit. They put it on private. So they get to keep the view count from it to go towards their stats on YouTube. I'm guilty of it too. There are videos that I made for Ancients Reborn that throughout some of the updates and stuff that came out, those videos are no longer viable. The stuff I talked about in those videos it's no longer correct. So I put them on, like, private. Why delete them? Why delete, the freaking, there's probably only like 10 views per video, so it's not like I'm saving much. But in reality, like, I put a lot of hard work into that video, Especially the videos that I make now that I have my green screen. Like, I work hard on those videos. So yeah, I would definitely want to keep the views that those videos earned. But whenever you're telling, I don't sit here and tell people, oh, well, I deleted all these videos because I just didn't like them anymore. You can go on Advent Gaming, my YouTube channel, that you're watching at this current point in time. Go all the way down to my first videos that were posted like 2 years ago. They're shit. They really are. I leave them there. It was actually some pretty decent PUBG gameplay. I wasn't one of the freaking pro gamers or anything like that, but I did okay. I did okay playing that game. But the whole thing with the commentary community is they're writing that line of what they can and cannot do. So then whenever they get hit by something, they're shocked. No. It's like, a dumbed down explanation is like my 3-year-old. I tell him not to do something. He pushes his limits, he gets in trouble. It doesn't matter that he didn't do what I told him not to do, but he does something else along those same lines to see how far I will let him go before he gets in trouble. That stuff, that's my 3-year-old. It's my 3-year-old. Most of the people in the commentary community are old enough to know that it's stupid. I can't wait to see that video tour. And mostly because like I get a little taste of the fiery Scottish rage, in some of your like podcasts and stuff. But you doing a full on like blowing somebody out of the water video, that's going to be entertaining. That is going to be entertaining. I know, I never understood it. I don't want to hear you cry, Tor. I don't want to hear that. I mean, I'll still listen to the video, but I'm one of these dudes, like, I have freaking sentiment for people. Like, I really do. Like, people that I like, people that I don't even like, like, people that I don't like, people that I don't know, and people are like, oh, I'm having a bad day. Like, I don't know, I just have that in me that I want to try to make people's day better, I think it's from the fact that it's a freaking miracle that I'm even still here. I was almost killed in a car wreck when I was younger, so every day to me is a blessing, so I try to pass that on to other people, I'm the same way, Tor. I'm not an aggressive person by any means, but there's certain lines you do not cross, and when you cross those lines, I'm going to be out for blood. It's like the situation with Boogie. Like, yeah, that guy was trolling him for a while. Yeah, trolling on the internet, that's whatever, you get on people's nerves, whatever. It is a different fucking story whenever you come to somebody's house to start shit. First off, you come to my house on some stuff like that, it ain't gonna go pretty for you. First off, the fact that you actually took the time to find my address and do all that kind of shit, and then take the time to come all the way out here into the fucking woods. And, I'm not one of these people that actually, like, I'm all, don't tread over, but I got, no trespassing signs posted. You come over here, I might just play it smart, and instead of actually doing something stupid that'll get myself in trouble, I'll just call the cops. It'll take them 45 damn minutes to get out here, but I'll just call the cops and have you, Oh yeah, dude, Boogie's, like, there are people out there that, they just revel in messing with Boogie. They really do. Yeah, that where he shot that shot off into the air, that's just stupid. Even out here in the woods, whenever I whenever I do shooting out here, like at the edge of my backyard, it goes straight into wilderness. there's no houses back there, nothing like that, I'll shoot out that way. I won't shoot out, my front yard because there's people's houses out there, Nah, the problem with Boogie is Boogie was scared. Boogie didn't know what that guy was going to do. And Boogie's been through a lot of shit. And I can understand the fear, like, this dude, like, I don't know exactly what all was said, but from the things that you've seen, like, he'd been trolling Boogie pretty hard and making threats and stuff. Like, I can understand Boogie freaking out, but you gotta think a little bit smarter. Of course, it would be difficult for me to not come to that front door if you came to my house on some bullshit, It'd be very difficult for me not to, like, just open that door and kick your ass down my front steps, Spartan style. Bitch! Yeah. You're right on that one, Tor. He should have put a lot more thought into where he's at in relation to what's going on. But I can see Boogie in that situation not thinking clearly, because he's already been threatened by this guy, and it's like, yeah, it was a stupid thing to do, but at the same time, I can be a little bit sympathetic with Boogie on the fact of, like, he probably wasn't thinking straight at all. I mean, hell, in reality, you come to my house on some bullshit, I ain't the one to freaking worry about. My wife is 10 times meaner and 10 times scarier than I could ever be. She really is. I've legitimately had people I work with be like, dude, your wife is scary. I'm like, yeah, that's why I love her. I got a don't take your bullshit kind of woman. I love that analogy, Tor. That's still a honey badger. Honey badgers are mean little motherfuckers, aren't they? I don't think we have them out here. I think the closest thing we have, I will say, they're not supposed to be out here, but I seen a freaking mountain lion in my backyard. And to tell you the truth, if I'm out in my backyard roaming around, I'm either with my pit bull or I got my machete on my hip. Wow. Honey badgers taking on lion prides. I got some Googling to do. I got some Googling to do today, guys. It's freaking awesome. I bet that's an awesome freaking video of a honey badger just fucking some lions up. That's the thing, in certain situations, you're supposed to feel anxious. You're supposed to have fear. What's that saying? Courage is not Courage is not the absence of fear. It is being afraid and still going through with it. I probably murdered that saying, but pretty sure you get the point. It's like being afraid. That's a normal. It's a normal human reaction to have fear. I don't like high places. I don't like high places at all. But I love roller coasters. The entire time we're on that climb to the top of that hill, I am freaking terrified. You couldn't get a needle up my ass with a jackhammer. so freaking clenched up climbing that big ass hill on that roller coaster. But as soon as it tops up and you see how high you are and your soul stops for a second and then it drops down, oh, it's a blast after that. Like, it's fun then. I think I did a little bit more than paraphrased. I think I destroyed it. Not in the good way. I mean, like, whenever me and my wife went to Vegas a while back, I'm terrified of flying. I don't like heights. I'm antisocial. I have social anxiety. And I'm claustrophobic. So they put me in a tube full of people I don't know, a mile above the air, and I can't roll the windows down. Oh, yeah, I was scared the whole fucking time. But I did it. I did it. Because going to Vegas was a blast. I got to hang out with real-life acrobats, guys. I got to hang out with circus people. It was so much fun. I love circus people. Well, it was people that work at the circ shows out there in Vegas. I'm really sad for them right now because after all this corona stuff, the show that my wife's friend was in got canceled, which is dog shit. That was one of the greatest freaking live performances I've ever seen in my life. And I got to see Hootie and the Blowfish before they broke up. So, you know. And that freaking circ performance that we got to watch was amazing. You're talking about like jaw drop the whole time. Like, I'm glad I wasn't sitting around any of my buddies from high school because they'd have been trying to stick shit in my mouth like a weirdos. But the general theme of today's live stream is commentary guys aren't special. You don't follow any special rules. Like, it's all the same. A lot of the commentators, the reason why you have a lot of these people that all cover the same topics is because they're all in like cohorts with each other. They talk about stuff with each other. They have, you know, like the same sources on stuff. Like, they share a lot of information. So a lot of the times whenever you're seeing one person talk about something and then somebody else talk about it and all this, and it's like, well, these guys are saying the same thing, it's because they're using the same information. You guys need to be able to see through all these people's bullshit. Right? That's why I am the way I am on here. This is exactly who I am in real life. I'm not gonna feed anybody no bullshit and then get called out on it later. Like, oh, you not like, yeah, this is me, dude. This is Advent. This is how I am. I might be a little bit more animated in my videos and my live streams because I have to kind of conceal my crazy a little bit in real life, or, you know, people might want me in one of those cool little rubber rooms with one of those awesome little jackets that I've always wanted to get my hands on one. But that's not how I want to get one. I want to buy one. I don't want to earn one. You know what I'm saying? Well, now that we have completed, what is that, 3 missions on here? We completed them all? Yeah, because it's not letting me go into it. We're going to save real quick, like. It's probably going to make me freaking... There are not 68 threats found on my phone. Guess what, advert? This is not even a phone, you jackass. But we're going to save. Because I got to be at work at 11. I got to feed my dogs. I got to get ready for work and all that stuff. So, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, Tor. Don't mask the weirdness, man. The weirdness is what makes us unique. You know, I can, what? I'm gonna walk around like the muggles and be normal? No! No! I'm a 33-year-old man-child who has fun in his garage. Like, literally, there's my recording setup. Here's my streaming setup. Here's my keyboard. My drums are over there. My guitars are over there. Like, this is my playground. Welcome. Welcome to Advent's Playground. That sounds a little bit stranger. That I actually did think about calling a channel Advent's Playground, but I didn't want people to think that I was, like, targeting children. Because I'm not. My shit is not for kids. I hate it. I know. Tor's in a live chat right now. But if you're watching this replay and you are under the age of 18, do me a favor and bounce. Because this stuff ain't for kids. I'm not trying to sugarcoat my shit and say, well, it's so children can watch my stuff too. But then I go through YouTube Studio and I select all my stuff to say it's not for children, but then I say it's for children. It's a fucked up world we live in, everybody. So, peace out. Have a wonderful day. I love all your faces. I gotta go to work and cook stuff in a freaking kitchen in a restaurant that I work at. Trying to get another job that will make me working 4 in the morning to 1 in the afternoon, so I might be able to work a streaming schedule in from like 2 to 3, and then I'll probably be the one that goes and picks up my son from school. I don't know. We'll figure it all out, but have fun, everybody. I love all your faces. Thanks for rocking with me in the chat there, Tor. All you people that may or may not watch this replay, I love your faces too. Every single one of them. Even that one, right there. You know who you are. Let's just hit this button. I wish there was like an easier way to end the streams on Omlet. But there's not.